All right, listen up. Forget everything you think you know about philosophy. What you're about to get isn't a lecture. Think of this as an intelligence briefing on a set of ideas so dangerous and powerful they could change everything. Yeah, you heard that right. To give you a taste of what we're dealing with, just look at this quote. This is not your grandfather's dusty philosophy book. This is aggressive, it's chaotic, and it's designed from the ground up to be a mind-altering experience. And let's be crystal clear about one thing. This briefing isn't for passive understanding. The whole point is that the ideas in 1,000 Plateaus aren't just concepts to think about. They're tools. They are weapons for a kind of mental warfare. Our objective today is to get you armed. So, Section 1. First thing you need to understand, the manual itself is weird. It's not a book you read from front to back. It's a series of plateaus. Think of them as self-contained battlefields of thought. You can jump in anywhere. There's no real beginning or end, just constant intensity. Okay, Section 2. Now we get to the absolute heart of the matter, the core strategy of this entire war. It's a battle between two totally different ways of thinking. Let's break down the two opposing systems. On the left, you've got tree thinking. This is how we're taught to see the world. It's hierarchical, like a family tree or a company org chart. Everything has a single root, a central point, and it branches out in a predictable way. But on the right, you have the rhizome. Think about crabgrass or a mushroom network underground. There's no center. There's no top-down control. It just connects, spreads sideways, and pops up in completely unpredictable places. So here it is. This is your first direct order from the manual. You have to kill the tree thinking in your own head. The goal is to become rhizomatic, to think in networks, connect ideas that aren't supposed to be connected, and just be fluid and adaptive. All right, Section 3. Now that you've got the core strategy, it's time to turn this weapon inward. Your very first target, the person you think you are. And it all starts with this one question. This is the detonator. See, the manual argues that the you that you know, your job title, your identity, all those labels, it's just a construct. It's a program that society installed in you. The mission is to get underneath all of that. So what's actually underneath all that programming? They call it the body without organs, or BWO. Now, don't get hung up on the name. It's not a literal body. It's a metaphor. The best way to think about it is like an unformatted hard drive. It's your raw potential, pure energy and intensity, before society came along and installed all its neat little folders and functions. So if your identity isn't this fixed thing, what do? Well, you engage in being. You don't go on a journey to find yourself. No, you are in a constant state of making yourself. You're always transforming. It's about shedding old identities and connecting with new flows, new intensities, becoming animal, becoming imperceptible. You constantly mutate into something new. Section 4. Okay, your internal deconstruction has begun. Now we zoom out. To be an effective guerrilla, you have to know the terrain, you have to map the battlefield. And the battlefield is basically defined by this tug of war between two huge forces. On one side, you have the state apparatus. This is any system that's all about order, control, and making things predictable. Governments, big corporations, you name it. Its goal is to capture and control. But fighting against it is the war machine. Now, this isn't just about armies. It's any nomadic, creative force that exists outside the system to create change, to create speed, to destabilize. Think radical art, revolutionary science. Anything that escapes. And these two forces, they operate in different kinds of space. The state loves striated space. It's the grid. It's measured, controlled, predictable. Think city blocks, office cubicles, classrooms. It's designed to restrict movement. Smooth space, on the other hand, is wild. It's the open desert, the ocean, the internet before it got carved up. It's where the war machine lives. Your goal is to learn how to create pockets of smooth space, even inside the most controlled environments. All right, Section 5. You've deconstructed your identity. You've mapped the battlefield. Now let's arm you with some specific tactics for operating on this new terrain. Your number one tactic is the line of flight. This is your escape vector. It's not just about running away. It's about finding a crack in any system of control and just bursting through it. It's the move that lets you break out and mutate into something else. But, and this is a big but, be advised, this is a high-risk maneuver. It can lead to a total breakthrough or a complete and total breakdown. Next up, you need to completely redefine what revolution even means. Forget the grand, sweeping overthrow of the system. This manual teaches that real change is molecular. It's micropolitics. It happens in the tiny, everyday shifts, in the words you use, the way you act, the things you desire. So the goal is massive. Don't be a bomb that makes one big, loud explosion. Be a virus that silently infects, spreads, and changes the entire system from within. And finally, to pull any of this off, you need the right mindset, nomad thought. This means you move through ideas and systems without ever settling down. You don't get trapped by dogma or ideology. You stay tactical, you stay adaptive, you stay uncatchable. Your mind becomes a guerrilla force, always on the move, impossible to pin down. And that brings us to the end of our briefing. We've covered the core strategy, the internal and external battlefields, and the key tactics. So now it's time for your orders. This is your mission, should you choose to accept it. These are your strategic commands. 1. Burn your fixed identity. 2. Move sideways like a rhizome. 3. Create desiring machines, new connections, new flows, new ways of wanting. 4. Fight as a mental nomad. 5. Learn to become imperceptible to the systems of control. And finally, your ultimate purpose. 6. Infect, mutate, and change the reality around you. And this is where we leave you. You've been armed with a powerful set of intellectual weapons. You have the tactical intelligence. The only question that remains is, what systems, what ideas, what parts of your own programming are you going to detonate first? The manual is in your hands now.